Being in hygiene school can feel like you're constantly in survival mode. You're juggling patients, exams, like 5 classes, and trying to stay safe. I've been there, and today I'm going to be sharing how I balance studying, staying organized, and doing self-care, and just really trying to enjoy the process. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Felicity. I am a registered dental hygienist and the creator of Tooth Fairy RDH. When I was in dental hygiene school, I realized that time management was everything. And one thing that I realized is that you can't do everything in one day, so organizing your time is crucial to prevent things from getting chaotic. So my first tip is to get a planner. The planner that you have is going to save you so much time. Get a really good planner that you can write a bunch of things down. And in the beginning of every semester, you're going to take all of your syllabuses and you're going to write down when every single exam is. You can color code it as you wish, so get a planner. Now my second tip is going to be use study blocks. So it is not a marathon. You don't need to sit down for hours on end studying. In fact, it's not going to do you any good. So figure out what ratio works for you. Something like 30 minutes studying, 10 minutes break. This will actually help you grasp the information better. And that leads me into tip number 3, which is batch your subjects. So instead of studying for 3 different subjects in one day, pick one subject that you're going to study. Sometimes it doesn't work out this way, you have to because you have an exam, but try your best to focus on one thing at a time. When your environment feels and looks cluttered, your brain is going to feel that way too. A clean workspace is everything, especially when you're in a high stress period like hygiene school. So something I recommend is refreshing your workspace once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on, how much extra time you have on your hands. But honestly, try your best to make time for this, because when you refresh your workspace, whether it's adding in a new decoration or just getting rid of clutter, it's going to help you immensely, and you're going to want to sit there and study more than if it's just the same all of the time and it is dusty and messy. And also make sure that you're keeping your essentials visible and getting rid of anything else that is not serving you. So an example, on my desk I have sticky notes here, and I have some pens, I have my reference cards, and everything else I have in drawers that I can grab, like scissors, tape. That's all elsewhere, but on your desk you should only have things that you're using every day. And a common misconception is that studying is boring, and it doesn't have to be. When I started romanticizing studying, it actually turned into a vibe, and I look forward to it. So light a candle, make some tea, set the mood, create a cozy playlist, do whatever you have to do to make yourself enjoy studying. You can do jazz music, lo-fi, or even just like an instrumental playlist with all of your favorite songs. And this works for some people, not others, but studying with friends or getting on a call with them sometimes helps people stay motivated, and it holds each other accountable. So whether you're studying a subject together or even you just want to be on a call with somebody while you guys are both studying, sometimes that helps a lot. It's nice having somebody to keep you accountable, especially when you're going through the same hard period. You guys just understand each other in ways that other people don't. Another big thing is you need to fuel your body correctly. You can't show up at your best if you're just running on caffeine and stress. What you eat during school makes a huge difference. So prep easy meals and have snacks that are healthy, easily accessible, because if you prep things that are high protein, like you have tuna, eggs, yogurt, fruits, nuts, then you're less likely to eat the bad things, because when it comes nighttime and you just finished studying, if there's nothing in the fridge, what do you think? You're like, oh, what can I order that's cheap and quick? A pizza. You always go to the unhealthy things. So on Sunday or whenever you have an off day, make sure that you take time to prep and plan, because Planning is going to be essential when it comes to eating, and when you eat well, you're gonna feel well. And going off that point, make sure you stay hydrated. So get a cute water bottle that you can bring with you to clinic, and make sure that you're drinking water, especially when you're in clinic all day and you have PPE on your face. Don't be afraid to excuse yourself, go to your locker and drink some water. I can't tell you how many times I've left clinic with the most excruciating headache because I hadn't drinking water all day long. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Your instructors will understand. And one of my favorite tips is self-care. This is all self-care, but this specific one is huge for me because I practiced this religiously when I was in hygiene school. You can't pour from an empty cup. Your mental health matters just as much as passing dental hygiene school. So once a week, make sure you schedule a self-care night. Run yourself a bath, put a face mask on, put a nice little show on, and just allow yourself to step away from studying and really immerse yourself. Don't feel guilty about it because you need it. Allow this to be your time to connect with yourself and really just reset and clear your energy. Light some incense, do whatever you have to do to really just fully relax. And remember to give yourself grace. Not every day is going to be perfect, not every week is going to be perfect. You're gonna fall off track, and that's completely okay. We're all human. But the goal is to create a routine for yourself where if you fall off, you know where you need to get back on. So that's why I suggested the planner as my #1 tip, because you'll know what you need to do. And continue reminding yourself why you started. Why are you doing this? Why are you studying? Why are you in hygiene school? Remind yourself what the reasoning is, and remember that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Anytime something stressful is going on in life, it doesn't last. Pain is temporary, and that's something that I constantly had to keep reminding myself when I was in school. So hygiene school is going to test you, but something that you need to remember is you are capable of more than you think. Balance isn't about perfection, it's about the intention. And if you guys are interested in having more guidance and help throughout your journey, I created a school community called Tooth Fairy Club, and I post a bunch of free material there, slides, flashcards. I post a new study guide every week, and I take your feedback. So if you need help studying, I am always here to give you guys resources. And if you want to join, you can join using the link below. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.